Raider personnel. Welcome back, Raider Nation. Your host, Raider Mac and Raider Ken.
Raiders. In your screen, in your heart, everywhere you want to be. We're there. Think about us. Raiders.
Hell yeah, man. We're going to talk about Media Day. We're going to talk about the acquisition of Jermaine Pratt. Almost thought Chris
Big
Pratt for a
man.
second. Yeah,
Oh,
big man.
well, if he's that Star Lord.
So, yeah, Jermaine Pratt. And then we're going to talk about Jermaine Pratt. But we're going to talk about Darian Porter,
Darren
our
Porter.
quarterback. Darian Porter, dude. He's
Been
playing
a long day.
with the starters out there. He's doing thing. I know it's still mini camp, but glad to see that Darian's out there. So Media Day, man, what were your thoughts? What stood out to you? That long ass 3.5 hour YouTube video I was watching.
I mean, honestly, the part that really impressed me the most was our receivers, Jack Besh
Yeah,
and Dante Thornton. Just the way
yeah,
they were
yeah.
saying, man, just the way they were talking, you're like, these are rookies?
Mm-hmm.
Like they seem like they've been in the league for at least a year.
Yeah,
You get to see, bro, Jack Besh looked big. I was like, ooh, is that
everybody was
a
saying that. Yeah, yep,
linebacker? The way like his voice got
yeah.
deeper. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to play football. I was like, look like Debo out there. So they
Seriously,
look like a
seriously.
bully. So that was cool to see. And then to see Thornton the way he was sitting, you're like, dang, that dude is huge. And everything they're talking about is like you're not just fast. I mean, you're the typical Raiders, tall, fast, but you're not just
Yeah,
fast. You're actually a really good receivers.
yeah,
They talked about how Jacoby was talking him up. So that's
yeah.
what really impressed me a lot was the two rookie receivers we come in because it's been a long time since we've had some like really really good
Some,
receivers.
yeah. No, well, I mean, yeah, these guys racked up yards in college and some impressive running
Mm-hmm.
and touchdowns by Don Thornton,
Dante.
and
Yeah.
yeah, so to see them sitting there and
Yeah.
in the interview,
Yeah.
Jack Betch looked really big. He looked more like a tight
Yeah.
end, right? I mean, almost,
He
right?
did. Yeah. I think he was bigger than Brock.
Dang, yeah. No, you're right. And yeah, I was talking to a colleague of mine, and he was saying the same thing that he's pretty big, and if he's meant to be in the slot too, that's what's crazy about
Yeah.
it, right? So
That's what's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's
So I mean,
usually
it's unique,
smaller receivers like
right? Renfro,
yeah, like Renfro and
yeah,
Tucker. Like, but if we're doing a run game and this dude is like knocking that slot
yeah,
corner on his ass,
yeah.
man, Ashton Genty just got one safety. Either he's gonna juke him or run him over. The safety's not gonna
Right,
know what to do.
right,
So yeah,
right.
that's really impressive. Now I don't know how Dante is with blocking, but if you could just outrun
Yeah.
everybody,
Well,
you don't
he'll
need.
probably be that threat, right? Even then,
Mhm.
everybody's going to see him on the field, and the defense is going to
Yeah,
just probably get lay back, and that'll
yeah,
probably open up some space for Genty, or even Mostert, right? I'm not
yeah,
sure if I'm
yeah.
saying his name right,
All right,
Mostert,
we'll start. I
but
think
Mostert,
Monstar.
yeah, yeah. Mostert.
It'd be great if he was a Monstar on the field.
But yeah, dude, I mean, he
Yeah,
may be a little older, but he probably has some gas left. So,
yeah.
uh,
I
you
mean, he's
know,
not going to be the main back, so that's the positive about it.
mhm,
He maybe could have
yeah,
like an Amir Abdullah a type, but maybe more
yeah,
impact. I just
yeah.
don't see Ashton Jetty getting off the field that much. The dude can catch, the dude can
Right,
block, or he's willing to block. He
right,
can
right,
run. So
right.
it's like it's not somebody you really take off besides to give
Hmm.
him a breather.
Yeah,
But yeah, and I mean, and then we're not even talking about Jacoby, and we're not even talking about Brock when we talking about all these weapons. Like Jacoby is
yeah,
like the most
exactly.
consistent guy we have, and then Brock,
Yeah,
and then Mike. Oh, Myers, Mike, Big Mike looked
Mike
really
Mayers.
good,
Yeah,
man.
Mike
Yeah, I
Mayers.
like how he was talking. You
Yeah,
can feel like his mind is like a lot better space now.
right,
So it
right,
looks
right.
really good. It looks like everything's coming together. But yeah, that's the main thing I looked out. I mean, yeah, Pete's just being Pete, super, just hyper and
Hmm.
all there, and the camaraderie. Same thing with Geno Smith. The same things. He was
Yeah,
smiling. Get to see him all that. Crosby was there for a second, so he was excited to have the fans there. He said his piece, but he pretty much kept saying the same thing he's been saying. So yeah, definitely what stood out
yeah.
was our two receivers. Yeah, pretty excited.
Right, and no, also, of course, when Smith came out there, Gino was out there, just talking about it, the way he was communicating himself and what was important to
Hmm.
him and
Yeah.
things like that. All those answers were pretty damn good. And then
Right.
Dante comes out there and they ask him, who was the best out of all the quarterbacks, who was the best ball that you caught, or how do you feel about Geno Smith,
Yeah.
catching a ball from him?
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, he's like, he just puts it there. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
it's soft on the hands, and so that shit
Yeah.
was crazy. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
that says a lot. I mean, Dante Thornton getting
Yeah.
adjusted. So
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, it looked like a bullet coming out. He looked like it was gonna be like hit my hands hard, and as soon as it touches my hand, it was just soft and perfect. I was like,
right,
oh, that's
yeah,
dope. That's dope. So yeah, and then they were saying that Chip had Gino throwing all over the field. He opened the playbook. He opened up the field to him. So he was really making him,
yeah,
try to test out his arm. But then again, it's he has the weapons for it. Brock Bowers can run any route. Probably the best route runner we have. Jacoby, as
right,
long as you put it near his hands, it seems like he'll catch it. So you can try different spots, difficult spots to put him. Dante Thornton, you can just try your arm as a cannon, see how far you can throw and see if you can catch it. And
yeah, and
Trey Tucker, put it in his hands, let him move. So
for real.
yeah,
And then I even heard Sincere's name being tossed around this week. So
nice, nice.
you know what I mean? It's
I
like,
like Sincere. You remember
yeah,
I
me
was
too.
talking him up a
McCormick,
lot last. It was
yeah,
just the injury. It was just the injury that took him out, and I also feel like they kind of just was like they sat him too because they're like,
right,
look, the season's already done. We don't need you to hurt yourself, and and
right,
then AP was the coach, so he was probably thinking, McCormick's going to be my guy.
yeah,
So he just happens to have Ashton Genty, so he's not the guy.
yeah. He's
Yeah,
not gonna be the guy right
he's
now,
not gonna be the guy.
but
So,
Monster, he was mentioning, that him and,
mhm.
and and Genty are in sync. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. Will McCormick get a
Yeah,
chance? You know what I mean? At all?
right,
Like
right.
probably. I don't know. It's gonna
Yeah,
be tough for him. So he may
and
be a trade piece.
we still have what's his name? Lauder, the guy we got last year, the
Yeah.
third rounder. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
him. So we still have running back. I mean,
Yeah.
unless we're
Yeah.
gonna run the four-man crew, which is
Yeah.
not, it's I don't know how to feel because running backs do get injured.
Hmm.
But we have a bell cow. Like we have a head
Yeah.
running back, so we're not a running back by committee.
Right.
So this is our Josh Jacobs, but better. The sense that he can catch. And more
Exactly.
elusive.
That's what Mostar
So
was saying.
yeah.
He's also the guy who can catch. Uh,
Hmm.
you know, also, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
But I want to see McCormick out there. Hopefully, he gets a chance. So I don't know. Or
Yeah,
if
man, he
not, trade him.
definitely should. Right, right, right. Yeah, build his
Yeah.
value up. Because I think he was like a seventh round or something like that. He was definitely a later round, and so
Yeah, either undrafted. I think. I don't know.
yeah,
I forgot.
undrafted. Yeah,
But
something either
yeah,
undrafted or free agent, but nobody was looking at.
yeah,
So
yeah. That
yeah,
and then
but
of course
solid.
Alex
Yeah,
Kappa today too as well. Came out there with his kid, but I didn't know that he was Irish or something like that, and that his family was all Raider
you
fans.
didn't
So that's
see
pretty
his red
awesome.
hair.
Yeah,
You didn't see his pint.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, he might be our right guard, so we'll see how that plays out.
That's what I
You
mean.
know.
Yeah, him and Parham will probably fight out that spot,
Yep,
and
and then
I mean, it's
Merritt,
good to see a
Jeremy
veteran.
Meredith. Yep, Meredith
Yeah,
on the
Meredith.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and
then
like Spytech was talking about, it's about the competition. The more competition you
yep,
have, the better the
yep,
team gets. So
yep.
it seems
They
like
don't care how
everybody's
much you
doing that.
make. Yep, they don't
Exactly.
care how much you make. Unless you're
Yeah.
Crosby, your position's up for grab. So, well, I guess Gino too.
Yeah. No, Gino
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Genti, dude. So I'd say that.
they're pretty much set.
Yeah.
Like I would in the beginning of the year, I would have said Trey Tucker, but the way these receivers been playing, man, have been
Hmm.
showing out. He might be on the outside looking
Yeah.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he
No,
likes
I'm
he
excited to
drafted
talk.
him. So yeah, man, we're solid. We're an exciting team. We look exciting on paper and in LTAs and all of that, but
Yeah.
training camp and preseason, that's where we're really gonna see what's going on. So,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
everyone's healthy, So
So far, yeah, knock on wood.
yeah,
But
knock on wood.
they also acquired, they added a piece, Mr. Jermaine Pratt, and not bad. I mean, it was weight off of Bengals and
Hmm.
a 1 year deal for
Nice
us.
cut.
So,
Yep.
not bad. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
4.5 mil, something
supposedly
like
the
that in
dude's
that
a
range.
great leader and great linebacker, great player. So, what are your thoughts on that, Onion?
Yeah, I mean, he could be our Bobby Wagner from the Legion of Boom.
Right,
Similar
right.
leadership style. Just not as
Yeah,
vocal. And they're tackling machines, and so I heard he hits hard too. So that's just like Elander Roberts. Same guy, tackling machine, smart, can hit you hard. So
right.
it's pretty good, and I do like that because we're young on the D line. Besides our three main guys, and the
Hmm.
corners were young, the safeties were young because Jeremy Chin is still a young guy. So it's nice to have the middle linebackers like our line of defense, to be really
Yeah,
solid veterans and hard hitters, and they seem to be decent coverage guys. So I do like that part about it. And they seem to be able to pass rush as well. So we could probably sneak in blitz and stuff.
yeah.
Especially that I hear that Patrick Graham is actually picking the brain of Pete Carroll on like how the
Right.
defensive schemes with those kind of corners, those kind of linebackers. So that's pretty awesome to see that like, everybody's in sync and everybody's same goal. And so yeah, I'm excited, man. The veteran leadership in the middle, that's the
Right.
quarterback of the field. And those guys can like really see things going on and really tell our lines. Man, that's gonna be amazing with his leadership and then Crosby up there. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it seems like everything is going good. So I'm excited for
Yeah,
him.
it's not a bad deal. I mean, it's a 1 year prove it deal, as you know. I think the deal's at 4.25 million.
Yeah,
So
nice. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's not bad. 5,000 incentives. So if he does
that's
well,
good.
he's getting made.
Yeah, he
Five
gets
hundred
paid.
thousand.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I was gonna say
Yeah.
5,000. Damn. All
Yeah.
right,
five
we
hundred
got a
thousand.
good deal.
500,000. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
God damn
Right, right. But I mean, look, well, the one thing we talked about our big weaknesses was, first we
Yeah.
thought corner before, we thought of what Darian Porter was doing, and then linebackers because we lost all our main guys, and at that
Exactly.
point we had just brought in Elander
Yeah.
Roberts. We drafted
Yep.
a guy that's mostly going to
Roberts.
be a
Yeah.
special teams guy, so that was always our biggest, well, our eyes, the biggest two weakness, and now
Mm-hmm.
we just
Mm-hmm.
put him with two veterans with some young guys there that are still good. Last year's
Yeah.
draft picks, linebackers are still there. So,
Right.
it's looking solid. And, the corners, Darian Porter, if Darian Porter is who they say he is, the other side with Jacorian Bennett or
Yeah.
Stokes or whoever comes out
We
is
have a decent
looking
chance,
really
man.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
and with Kuntz, if Kuntz is the guy that I've been saying
Yeah.
since last year, man, bro, this defense looks
Hey,
scary.
yo, I'm
Scary.
telling you, that's
Scary.
exciting to hear, bro. Because
Mhm.
yeah, Darian Porter pans out. I mean, that's the key right now, right? If he
Yeah.
pans out, I think
Yeah.
that's the one that we're looking at. We should be looking at least. I mean, Genty, we know he's going to perform. I think. I mean, if you
Yeah.
screw it up, then it's a little more than that. I think that's more of the O line coaching
Yeah,
probably.
there's no way that guy ain't gonna be that good.
Yeah,
Just his
dude. This
mindset, the way he
right.
runs, there's no way. There's no
Yeah,
way. Yeah, like
but
his
Darian Porter,
ceiling is number one. Yeah, and Darian Porter.
if he kills
Yeah,
it, it's
he
over.
kills
It's
it,
over.
man. Yeah,
We'll
and he's got a
we'll take the
swagger.
division.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's gonna be eyeing down Patrick. He's like, I wish you throw it, throw it, throw. I should have never throw it. Yeah.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick as hell to
Yeah.
see. But
That'll
that's
be
just
great.
hype. It's still mini.
Yeah.
we, got,
Right.
we
Exactly.
know
It's
we've
still
been
mid. Yeah.
disappointed before. We understand that. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah.
So, but
So
then again, no. I mean, like you said, right? He in the media day, came out there and he was pretty on point. And
yeah.
even when he's in his
Exactly.
like one-on-one interviews,
Uh huh.
when he like the week after he got drafted and all that, all his
Right.
conversations was straight up. He was, he knew where he was going. So, and that's the
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
That's where it seems like the team is all in one page, like you mentioned earlier. So that's what I like.
Hmm.
That's what I like hearing
Yeah. So
so
yeah, they
far,
look
man.
great. They look great. So that was awesome. So yeah, we're
Yeah.
looking like a really solid team. and it seems to be everything's coming in place where it comes from the very top to the very bottom. Like even
Exactly.
the role players, the special teamers, everybody's on the same page.
Right, right, right. So yeah, man, Darren Porter, let's go. I'm rooting for that guy, and
Yeah,
of course the whole damn team. But
yeah,
yeah, man, leave a
yeah.
comment, leave a like. Let us know what you think. What do you think the Rays are gonna pan out doing this year? And who's your
Yep.
favorite
And
player? Who's your
tell us who
favorite
you're
rookie
looking out
class?
for. Yeah. Who you excited for? Mm-hmm.
Raider personnel.